Hello, lovely friends. I'm back again to do another video for you all. This video is going to be another meditation on breath, but I want to make this one longer. So I'm shooting for about 20 minutes for this meditation versus the 5 minutes of the last meditation. Just a few reminders as we get started. Please be aware of your posture as you're sitting. You still want to be sitting with your hips elevated on a cushion, a pillow, a yoga block. Even if you're in a chair, if you can somehow have your hips slightly elevated, that will create proper alignment. You want to keep your spine nice and straight. Do not slouch or lean. A way of getting into that position is to gently rock back, forth, forward, backwards until you find that perfect spot with your sit bones. Keep your chin tucked so that you'll have proper alignment with the neck. And assume whatever hand position and foot position feels most comfortable for you. You can rest them in your knees. You can join me in the meditation mudra. Today I'm going to be sitting in half lotus. If you would like to sit cross-legged or in Burmese style, you can do that. If you have the flexibility to do full lotus, then go ahead and try it. Or if you would like to sit on your knees in the Zen style, then that would be okay too. If you have questions about what all those mean, you can refer back to the last video for more information. I'm going to be using the bell to signal the beginning and the end of the meditation. So you'll hear the bell 3 times at the beginning and at the end. At the end of the meditation, you can just gently open your eyes if they're closed, wiggle your toes, kind of come back into your body. Or if you'd prefer to sit for a little bit longer and you're feeling really good in your meditation, then go ahead and sit longer and continue meditating. And when you feel ready, then go ahead and come back to your body and get off your cushion. All right, so let's get started. Alright, so find your posture, spine upright. Either close your eyes or gaze gently 4 to 6 feet in front of you with a soft gaze. You don't want to stare. Just softly have your eyes looking ahead of you. We're going to start with a body scan, starting with the top of your head and moving down. Feel into the muscles on your crown and try and relax and release them. Next, move into your face, your forehead, the muscles around your eyes. Try and open and relax them. If you've got any tension or stress there, just try and melt it away. Feel into your cheekbones and your jaw. Relax and open the jaw. Moving to the back of the head. Relax and release through the back of your head. Into the neck. Make sure your neck is nicely aligned with the rest of your spine. Keep your chin tucked. Open and relax through the neck. Feel into your shoulders. If they're tight and you're having trouble relaxing them, you can shrug them up and relax it a couple of times. As you do this, you may feel the need to make an audible sigh. The shoulders are related to the liver meridian, And its healing sound is the sound of ah. So go ahead and let out any of that energy, that stagnation that you've built up in that meridian. Feel through the chest. If there's any tension, relax and release it. Through the abdominal wall. No need to hold your abdomen tight. Just let it be soft and open. Feel through the back muscles. If you feel like you're arching your back or sitting in an odd position, try and relax the back and straighten the spine. Feel through the left arm, from the shoulder, through the upper arm, the lower arm, and into the hand and fingers. Feel into those small muscles in the palm and in the fingers. If you do a lot of activity on computers or with your hands, you may have some tension there. Try and open and soften and relax those muscles. Now the right arm, starting from the shoulder, through the upper arm, the forearm, and into the hand and fingers. And just melt away any kind of tension. Relax through your hips. We tend to hold a lot of our emotional stress, fear, worry, anxiety, trauma in our hips. So if you've experienced any of those things, you may have extra tension through the hips. Just try and open them and relax through the hips. Feel the energy flowing. Move on to the left leg, the thigh, the calf, and down through the bottom of the foot to the toes. Just relax it and release any tension. And the right leg, from the thigh, the knee, the calf, and the foot. And relax and release any tension that may build up there. Now we're going to take 3 clearing breaths. Let go of any stress or tension from our day. These breaths you're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You want to make it a nice deep breath. Breathing in, breathing out. You should be able to feel the breath as it passes through the nostrils, into the lungs, and into the belly. And release that breath out into the world, letting go of any stress, tension, anxiety, worry, fear. Now you're going to settle into just your natural breath. As you breathe, you can put your tongue on the top of your mouth, just behind the teeth. And keep your mouth just slightly open, but you're breathing in and out mainly through your nose. As you breathe in and out, I want you to note breathing in, breathing out. You could say to yourself either just breathing in, breathing out. You could say breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Or after a while, you could just drop it all and just say in and out. Let's do a round or 2 of that. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. out. In, out. In, out. You're going to put your focus on your breath, but gently, lightly. You're not holding on to the breath. The breath is like a wave that passes through you, but it keeps you grounded in this present moment. But it also keeps you aware of the ever-changing reality of life. There is nothing to hold, nothing to grasp. No matter how much we want life to be solid and static, it's always moving with the breath. It's always moving with the heartbeat. It's never standing still. So the breath is used as a tool to help us to be present, and it can help us to give us something to hold on to with our minds rather than our worries, concerns. So we can use the breath as an anchor when our mind starts to feel restless, like it wants to move around. We give it something to hold on to that is ever changing. If you would like, you can count your breath. Start with 1, and you want to focus more on the out breath. The in breath will follow naturally, but your out breath goes out into the world. It's a sign of letting go, of releasing control. So you breathe in naturally and out. 1, in and out. 2, in and out. 3, in and out. 4, in, out. 5, in, out. 6, in, out. 7, in, out. 8, in, out. 9, in, out. 10. Start over with 1 when you get to 10. In, out. 1, in, out. 2, in, out. 3, in, out. 4, in, out. 5, in, out. 6, in, out. 7, in, out. 8, in, out. 9, in, out. 10. So let's go on and continue counting and noting in and out in your mind. If you forget where you're at, that's okay. If you get distracted or you find yourself thinking about something, it's normal. Do not be hard on yourself. The mind is meant to run and race. It's like a wild horse And you're using your breath like a little carrot to kind of bring it in and calm it down. So you can tame it and you can make friends with it. And this is an opportunity to make friends with your mind. So you may find yourself getting distracted and losing the breath or losing the counting. As you find yourself thinking about something else, thinking about your day, thinking about what you're going to do next, thinking about your kids or worry or something you're excited about, maybe daydreaming about a lover, just notice that your mind is doing that and label it thinking and do your best to let it go and come back to the breath. You're going to do this over and over and over again as you meditate, as you learn the practice. You're going to come to the breath. You're going to find, I'm thinking about breakfast. You're going to say, thinking about breakfast, and you're going to try and come back to the breath. And maybe you only get through 3 breaths before you find yourself thinking about what you have to do at work. And then you label it, thinking about work, and you come back to the breath. You are never hard on yourself. You are not doing it wrong. There is no way to do this wrong. The sitting with yourself and getting to know yourself and getting in your body is the most important part. And you may have days where your mind is restless and it won't calm down, and that's okay. Just recognize that. Recognize your mind is restless. But don't get up from the cushion. Don't go answer that email. Just sit and give yourself this time, this space. It'll all be able to be done later. Nothing is going anywhere. Life is constantly in motion. But your meditation is a time to rest. In the present moment, the only moment we have. When we don't connect to it enough, we're always chasing after something for the future, or dwelling in the past. And yet, neither of these things really exist. They're only in our mind. And our mind is constantly moving. You may notice tension in your body. This too can be labeled a thought. Thinking about tension, thinking about shoulder pain, and then just let it go. Emotions can be looked at. If you feel scared, worried, joyful, that is your heart speaking to you. It is trying to get you to wake up and open up and see the world for what it is. So look at it. Feel into that emotion. Don't push it down. Don't try and push it away, even if it's scary. Give yourself this opportunity to get to know yourself a bit better. Feel into that emotion. What does that emotion feel like? Feel it in your body. If it's tense or tight, try and relax into it. Know that if it's scary, hard, angry, that it's gonna pass. That nothing stays forever. Everything changes. So just watch it. Watch how you're feeling. Watch what you think about it. That too can just be labeled thinking. Don't hold on to the thoughts. Most of our thoughts are just stories we're telling ourselves about the world. See how that narrative runs in your head. Drop down into the observer mind and just watch as your body reacts to the thoughts. Then come back to the breath whenever you can. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. I am alive, I am present. Be joyful of that. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. I'm letting go of the worry and the stress you need to hold and grasp. Breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Right. I'm going to sound the bell. And I want you to remember just to slowly get up when you're ready. Slowly open your eyes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Re-enter your body. But at your own pace. Don't do it too quickly if you're not quite ready yet. Sit if you need to sit for a little longer. Well, that's the end of our 20-minute meditation. I hope that it was enlightening for you and that you learned a little bit about yourself. And if it was a struggle, that's okay. It's not going to come all at once. You may have felt restless, but just be proud of yourself that you were able to sit for the full 20 minutes and get through it. And at the end of my practice, I always bow, and I recommend you do the same. Hands to your heart. I bow to my practice, my good work, the merit that I generated. I'm going to send out to the world today to help heal all the people who are suffering. You can do the same if you would like. And I bow to you. Namaste.